and they are still in the cause of winning a treble this season, in which they might coin it with the UEFA Europa League and also English Premier League. Alright, the Reds' next step towards what could be a 14th major European honors is then face Atalanta in the quarter-finals, with Ladi open to spring a surprise in Thursday's first leg at Anfield. Liverpool could yet meet Bayer Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso, who will not be succeeding Klopp at the end of the campaign, but in the Europa League final after the teams landed on opposite sides of the draw. The Reds have made serene progress through Europe's secondary club competition in this term and will be confident of teeing up a semi-final meeting with either Benfica or Marseille. Of course, Liverpool has scored 28 goals in their 8 Europa League games this season, like I said earlier, with 11 of those coming as they dominated Sparta Prague in the round of 16. Only in 2 previous major European campaigns have the Red hit the net 30 times, doing so in 2017-18, 41 goals, and 2021-2022 season, that's 30 goals. Both of those runs ended with UEFA Champions League final heartbreak at the hands of Real Madrid. I know by now some Liverpool fans will be reading in pain remembering those finals. Looking club side have also won 4 Europa League games by a margin of 4 or more goals this campaign. Against Toulouse they won 5-1, and against Lask they won 4-0, and Sparta Prague 5-1 and 6-1. That is 11-2 on aggregate score. Well, in major European football history, only Benfica have achieved that feat 5 times in one campaign, and that was in 1964-1965 season. While the Reds were twice on target in their entertaining draw with Manchester United at Old Trafford last Sunday, a lack of ruthlessness cost them as they failed to kill a game they dominated for long spells. Liverpool attempted 70 shots before United recorded their first, a brilliant long-range finish from Bruno Fernandes before finding themselves 2-1 down to Kobe Mino wonder goal. Well, Liverpool will be wise not to take Atalanta lightly, though with Ladi competing in their 5th major European quarter-final and their 3rd in last 5 seasons. Piero Gasperini's side have lost the last 2 of those ties against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, talking about 2019-2020 season, and RB Leipzig in the Europa League in 2021-2022 season. Talking about their head-to-head, tonight's match will be the 3rd match between Liverpool and Atalanta in major European competition after the teams were drawn together in the Champions League group stage in 2020-2021 season. Do you remember the COVID period? Well, both of those fixtures, which were played behind closed door, ended in away wins, with Liverpool claiming a dominant 5-0 victory in Bergamo before Atalanta triumphed 2-0 at Anfield. That was a surprising game. And yet Atalanta coming to Anfield tonight. Do you think they are going to pull a Kanye at the Anfield Stadium tonight? I mean, are they going to surprise everyone? Although let's not forget, Atalanta were able to win Liverpool at Anfield back in 2020-2021 season, all because it was COVID period and there was not a single spectator in the stadium that very day. But tonight it's going to be a different story, as Anfield will be filled to its brim. Alright, Atalanta last Europa League match against English opponents, meanwhile, was a 5-1 rout of Everton, who were led by caretaker boss David Unsworth at Goodison Park in November 2017. Well, Ladi are one of just 3 teams to record away wins over both Merseyside clubs. When I'm talking about Merseyside clubs, I mean Liverpool and Everton in major European competitions alongside Benfica and Lyon. Liverpool, talking about their recent form, Liverpool are unbeaten in 19 minutes across their last 13 matches in all competitions, winning 10 and drawing 3. Though one of those games ended in a 4-3 extra time defeat to Manchester United in the FA Cup last month. The Reds have won 3 in a row at home since drawing 1-1 with Manchester City last month. Their last competitive defeat at Anfield came 34 games ago, with just 25 to loss to Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 last February. Well, overall, they've lost just one of their 25 home matches in the Europa League rather. 19 wins with 5 draws at home, going down 3-2 to Udinese in October 2012. The Reds have won 9 in a row at Anfield in the European League, with Ajax the last side to prove 10 successive home victories in the competition, doing so between 2016 and 2021. While Atalanta, meanwhile, have only won one of their last 7 away matches across all competitions, 3 draws, 3 defeats, having gone unbeaten through their first 3 road trips of 2024, 2 wins and 1 draw. Alright, quickly let's talk about the game between Bayer Leverkusen and West Ham United coming up 8 p.m. tonight as well. Well, it's going to be another Jollof derby, but this time on the European scene, as we have Mohamed Kudus of Ghana. The Black Star player will be in action tonight for West Ham United. And for Bayer Leverkusen, of course, we have to powerful forward. For the direction, we are talking about Victor Boniface and Nafantella. But there might be a twist of fate for Bayer Leverkusen tonight, as Nafantella is not sure if he's going to play in that game. But for Victor Boniface is back in action, and he might start that game against West Ham United tonight. And sad news for West Ham United fans or those that will be booking the game. I'm talking about the oddsmakers. Okay, let me speak in a language you hear. I'm talking about the gamblers, my white paper boys. Jarrod Bowen might not be in action for West Ham United tonight. And how important is Jarrod Bowen to the team? Yes, of course. Jarrod Bowen has scored 15 Premier League goals and 5 assists for the Hammers this season, and also in the UEFA Europa League. He has been involved in 4 goal involvement, but he will not be in action. And for Mohamed Kudus might be the only threat in the attacking line of West Ham United tonight. And the likes of Edson Alvarez, Kevin Phillips might not be in the middle of the pack for West Ham United tonight. So be careful with the game you pick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the horizon. Okay, moving away from UEFA tournament, be it the UEFA Champions League or Europa League. Now let's talk about MPFL. Nigeria Premier Football League, talking about MPFL side, Atlant have received a cash boost ahead of their rental derby against Enyimba International. President of the ex-Uwayawu national players, Isaac Mbika, doled out the cash gift to the team to show moral support in their bid to navigate one of the relegation zones. Atlant will take on Enyimba International in the city of Aba on Sunday. And this might be a morale booster for the players. Alright, quickly away from the city of Aba, Kingdom Osayi is set to make a return to Doma United squad in their matchday 30 fixture against Raymond Stars. Osayi recently returned to the club from a successful trial with Swedish side Nordic Football Club. The 19-year-old has been in spectacular form for the Savannah Tigers this season. He has registered 13 clean sheets on Bala Abubakar's side. Kingdom Osayi's absence has contributed to Doma United's struggles in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Doma United have recorded 1 win in the second stanza of the MPFL. His return will be a sweet song to the ears of the team. The encounter against Raymond Stars is slated for the Issa Patami Stadium on Saturday. Alright, Shooting Stars goalkeeper Okemute Oda believes that the team is good enough to pick more away victories in the Nigeria Premier Football League. The Oluyole Warriors have recorded 2 away wins against Doma United and Kano Pillars, respectively, this season. Oda stated that with more determination, the team can secure more wins on the road. Shooting Stars currently occupies 6th position on the LPFL table with 46 points from 30 games. The Oluyole Warriors will face Lobby Stars next at the Lakers Salami Stadium this weekend. Uwana Asuko has won Enyimba's Player of the Month award for March. Asuko beat midfielder Elijah Akane to the award. The defender won 57 Okay, the defender won 51.7 votes, with Akani getting 48.3 votes. The right back helped the People's Elephant secure 2 victories at home against Niger Tornadoes and Doma United respectively. Asuku has featured in 22 games for Enyimba International in the Nigeria Premier Football League this season. He has 2 assists to his name. Asuku will be open to continue with his standout performance as Enyimba International continue their title fight. Enyimba will face Atlant in a matchday 30 fixture in Aba on Sunday. Alright, let's start talking about our Nigerian players that are currently playing their trade in Europe. Okay, quickly, let's talk about this particular player, talking about Lukman. Ademola Lukman has come out, to make a particular statement, to make some confession about himself. Ademola Lukman says that he's ready to become the thorn in the flesh for Liverpool this evening as the Ladis team face the Reds in an entertaining clash this evening. Talking about the UEFA Europa quarterfinals match, and also Ademola Lukman said that his mentor or his role model or the player he looks up to is Sadio Mane, and he would like to achieve what this player has achieved so far in his footballing career, especially imitating his style. Alright, quickly, the Nigeria Premier Football League Club Owners Association said there are no complaints or problems following report that clubs were set for a showdown with the NPFL board over financial differences. The club owners were said to have planned a boycott of matchday 30 games made for this weekend over the non-disclosure of broadcast deal that the NPFL signed with Start Times and Propet Sport, as well as the fulfillment of financial commitments made at the start of the season. Secretary of the body and chairman of Sporting Lagos, Godwin Enekana, informed the media that they were negotiating with the board and also dealing with other issues such as accumulated outstanding matches in order to ensure a successful campaign with just 9 games to the end of the season. Well, according to the league calendar, the 2023-2024 season is scheduled to end on the 9th of June. Okay, let's move away from Nigeria and let's talk about other sports quickly. Let's start with tennis. Well, Daniel Medvedev was asked by the umpire not to shout at the line judge during the 6-2, 6-4 win over Guy Monfils at the Monte Carlo Master. Russia Daniel Medvedev, just 28 years of age, was leading 6-2, 1-2 when he became angry and disagreed with 2 calls on the baseline and shouted at the official. Umpire Mohamed Layani twice came onto the court to check calls and calm him down, but despite being 40-15 up in the incident. Despite being 40-15 up in the incident-packed game, the world number 4 lost his serve and then went 4-1 down before winning 5 games in a row to see victory against the Frenchman. The disagreement began after a shot made by Monfils, which Medvedev returned with a forehand winner and was scored out. Mohamed Layani came down to check the call but said it was in and awarded a point to Memphis. Well, Medvedev was clearly frustrated, particularly as Hawkeye showed the shot was out but continued to play. Well, on the next point, Monfils' shot was caught in, but it had gone beyond the baseline. Medvedev started to shout at this point, with Layani coming to check the call once again. This time, the umpire agreed with the world number 4 and gave him the point, but it went on to be broken. For those of you asking what's Hawkeye, yeah, Hawkeye are the ones, or let me say they are the company producing VAR tools, video assistant, video assistant aid tools for any sport, be it football. Well, after the match, Medvedev wrote in or out or a TV camera lens, but was seen shaking hands with Layani. Medvedev will play compatriot Karen Khachanov in the last 16 today. I beg your pardon, today. Well, elsewhere, play was suspended yesterday as rain caused disruption on the men's second round. Max Ogarayun, seeded 7th, is upset against Sumit Nagal of India. By 9th seed Grigor Dimitrov holds a 1-set advantage over Sabia Mimo Kekmanovic. Both matches will resume today. Earlier before the defending champion Andrei Rublev was knocked out in the second round by Alexander Popyrin in straight set. Considered Australia, talking about Popyrin, overcame 6th seed Rublev 6-4, 6-4, and will play compatriot Alex de Minaur next. Meanwhile, second seed Yannick Sinner is through to the last 16. The Australian Open champion beat American Sebastian Korda in straight set 6-1, 6-2 in his first match on clay this year. He will play unseeded German player, talking about Jan Ladstrup today. Two-time champion and 12th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas also reached the third round in a straight set win over Argentine tennis player, talking about Thomas Echeverry. Tsitsipas will play 5th seed Alexander Zverev after the German beat Australian Sebastian Hoffner on Monday, while 8th seed Kaspar Ruud defeated Chile's tennis player Alejandro Tabilo 6-2, 6-4 in 2 straight sets. Well, quickly, talking about the Paris 2024 Olympics coming around in June, let me say July rather. Great Britain, talking about Team Great Britain, face France on Friday and Saturday as they bid for a spot in 2024 Billie Jean Cup finals. Britain reached the semi-finals of the 2022 competition but did not make the last 8 last year, having lost their qualifier against France. The tie takes place on an indoor clay court in La Potel in northern France. Britain's squad features Katie Botta, Emma Raducanu, Harriet Dart, Etta Watson, and Frank Jones. British number 1 Katie Botta will open Friday's tie against Diane Perry, followed by Raducanu's single match against Caroline Garcia. And let's not forget, currently Caroline Garcia fine form, and Emma Raducanu is just coming back from an injury, wrist injury. On that note, quickly let's move away from tennis and let's talk about basketball. What's happening in the world of basketball? Talking about WBA, or let me say WNBA. The Iowa Eyes are set to retire Caitlin Clark's number 22 jersey. The announcement at Iowa's end of season celebration ceremony comes days after a record-breaking NCAA career came to an end. She finishes as the all-time leading scorer in college basketball, totaling 3,951 points and averaging 28.4 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. Clark, just 22 years of age, is set to join the WNBA and is projected to be the number 1 pick in the draft on Monday. WNBA is just the female version of NBA, talking about the American football as far as American football is concerned. Alright, quickly let's get back to football. Let's talk about football once again. Burnley Boars, talking about Vincent Kompany has been handed a 2-match touchline suspension following his red card against Chelsea on the 30th of March. He will serve a 1-game ban immediately, with the other match suspended until the end of the year. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I have to call it a wrap on the show. Talking about Sport Hour. Join me again tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be a wonderful 45 minutes of action. Once again, my name is James Oduwaduru Timberemu. Keep enjoying your holiday in peace and enjoy responsibly.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source